Axel here. I'm going to show you Axel's training. So I have a place, a dog bed with a bolstered edge. Axel is looking at it. Axel knows when he sees a place that we're going to do some training. Good boy, Axel. And Axel knows he's always rewarded for getting on his place the first time. Axel has been taught to lie down by me taking one finger, pointing at his nose, and then pointing at the ground in front of him and asking him to lie down. I want Axel to sit from that position. I cup my hand and I draw straight up from his nose. Axel knows hand signals and voice commands. I'll demonstrate again. Point at his nose, point at the ground to ask him to lie down. Good boy. Cup your hand and draw straight up to ask Axel to sit. Good boy, Axel. Axel has been taught to come to me when he sees a closed fist. That's how I convey to Axel that I want him to come where I'm at. Axel knows when he sees a closed fist, his job is to come over, put his nose on my fist, and then sit afterwards. Sitting is the canine equivalent of please, and I don't have to ask him for that portion of the behavior. He just knows it's required. I rewarded him for returning to his place like a very good boy, and I'll demonstrate to touch it again. Here's the fist, the puppy, the polite nose bump, and the polite sit afterwards without me asking him to do so. Good boy, Axel. Axel has been sleeping in a wire kennel at night. If I wanted him in this wire kennel, I'm going to open up the door. If he didn't run in, I would pat the bedding, reward Axel when he's all the way inside, and shut the door. Good boy, great puppy. Axel has always ridden in a plastic kennel in the car. The principle is the same. Open up the door, pat the bedding, reward him when he's all the way inside, and shut the door. Good boy, free puppy. Axel knows to sit during certain circumstances without me asking him to do so, and those include when he sees his collar, an easy walk harness, a leash, a dog bowl, or wants attention. I'm going to demonstrate that by showing Axel an easy walk harness. Wait for him to come over and do the appropriate behavior. Very nice. Once he sits politely without me asking him to do so, I can slip that harness over his head. The rule is when I have a collar, a leash, or a harness, Axel has to sit close enough to me that I don't move my feet. Because if I have to take one step towards him today, tomorrow I'm going to be taking 2 steps, and by the end of the week I'm going to be chasing Axel around. So remember to work with him in a small area to begin with, less distractions. And if he doesn't sit close enough, you can make a little kissy noise, and that reminds Axel that he needs to sit close enough. But that little man was perfect. And the last thing Axel knows when he sees a dog bowl. If he wants the contents of that bowl, there's a behavior he must provide. Show him the bowl, wait for him to sit politely without me asking him to do so, and then I can reward Axel with the contents of the bowl. There he is, your very sweet boy, Axel.